Words create this seeming reality. Words create duality. Words are just thoughts. The word tree we label as a tree. But is it an actual tree, or is it just a word that's pointing to a tree? The word tree isn't the actual tree, is it? Everything in this seeming reality is just words. Words are just thoughts. Your true nature is not a thought. You're aware of your thoughts. The aliveness is aware of your thoughts. The words are limited. The words I speak, I'm just pointing to what it actually is. The words create all of this, but you're not the words. You're the stillness behind the words, the impersonal awareness. Again, that's words. There is no separation. Words create separation, but they're just words, meaningless words. It's all one, without labels, without words. That's why the best teaching is just quiet stillness. The mind labels everything with words. We just see things as separate, a seeming reality, a subject-object mode, when in fact there's none of that. It's just unity consciousness. Again, a pointer with words, but as an experience of what it really is. You have to see what you're not before you can understand what it is that you truly are. You're not a me, you're not a story, you're not a word. It's just this. Without words, without labels. You're just this. Oneness. It's a word. You always come back to right here, full circle. Turn back. It's this. Once you know you're not a word, you're not a me, you're not a story, that Rob is just made up of words. It's just words that are made up, just thoughts. Words are thoughts. Words can't feel. Words can't see. Words can't hear. Words can't see, taste, touch. Thoughts can't see, taste, touch. Thoughts can't see. Thoughts can't feel. They're just thoughts. What feels is the aliveness. And what the me and the words and the story is, cover up over the aliveness and create a person, a seeming I, a seeming me. It's not that Rob is aware. It's not that Rob is consciousness. Rob is just words, meaningless words. Take away the words, and there's no reality here. It's just all just words. It's all just thoughts. Thoughts can't feel. Thoughts can't see. They're just empty words, empty thoughts. What happens is the aliveness gets hijacked, so there's a misidentification with the aliveness that's just here, gets covered over by the mind, which is just a collection of thoughts and stories about what is. Have amnesia right now, and where does the Rob character go? It disappears, it's gone. You don't know who the hell you are. What the fuck is this? You have no idea what the fuck this is. It's just this, without the labels. So you have to see how the mind works, see how the thoughts work, see how everything is just thoughts. That voice in your head is just a thought, a commentary about what is. You're seemingly, without the words, Even out the word tree, the tree isn't separate then. It's just, you see it as one. Emotions are just energy that we give labels to. We feel emotions and we might label it depression or joy. The mind comes in and labels what that is. If we can see through it that it's just just energy without the labels, it just flows through, right? Everything's within you. It's not that you're separate from it. It's all just this. Even this body, the mind wants to identify with this body. Who's the I that's the body? So again, it's just words. It's just what's happening, just what's arising equally and effortlessly. It just all happens effortlessly, automatic. My hair grows, well, not so much. Over here it does. Automatically, without me thinking about it. Life just happens without me thinking about it. What's wrong with this moment unless I think about it? Absolutely nothing. Everything's perfect. Paradise. It's impersonal. Just the knowingness here. It's all happening effortlessly. There's no trying, no efforting. It's just happening. Impulses happen. The body just starts moving. It's just happening. Without the thoughts, there is no separation. It's just oneness. There's no separate person here, no Rob character here. It's just what's happening. Non-duality. No one, no two, no one. And that's just a word. Do you understand duality? Try that. You need to understand duality before you understand non-duality, and before there's even understanding. That's all just words. It all comes back to just this. It's just this without the labels. It's fine just the way it is. It's quiet. It's still. You actually never move. This is just all thoughts and a story in your head. It's just stories. You see that? You see how it's just words and thoughts? Everything's just a word and a thought. It's just mind, commentary. You're not your mind, you're not your thoughts, you're just this. You're still conscious, you still see. There's seeing, there's hearing, there's tasting, there's touching, and of course the sixth sense is thinking. Thinking can be good. If I want to drive my car, or it gets me to work, a me to work, who's the me that's going to work? Again, it's a label. It's just what's happening without the story, without the label. What would that be like? What's stillness like? Turn it around. Once you understand that it's just the aliveness that you are, without the labels in the story, before it gets labeled a separate I, before it gets labeled a me in a story, and you get amnesia, what happens? There's seeing, there's tasting, there's touching, there's hearing. The emptiness here, stillness, an impersonal, quiet joy, a love, a peace, a wholeness, an expansiveness. See the space. You ever try that for a second? Like, you see all these trees and everything. The mind wants to come in and label the trees in the park and the dogs walking around and the grass and this table I'm on. I don't know. It labels everything, but I mean, what about the space? Does anyone ever pay attention to the space? I mean, when you come, there's consciousness, awakeness, and the space is dependent on the consciousness. And once the space comes, then there's seemingly objects in the space. But attention collapses into just this. When you take away the words and the labeling from the mind, the stream of thoughts that are labeling the separate me, everything collapses into just this. Everything just happens. effortlessly. For sure, effortless being is your true nature. You're just being effortless, and life takes care of life, and impulses happen, the body moves. It's like a vehicle. Actually the body, it's just what's coming through to experience this life. The body. You're everything. We're all bodies. How about that? There's nothing really. There's no thing here. It's just, it's like almost emptiness. Like, it's beautiful. There's just unity consciousness. There's just the hearing of the birds. There's hearing of birds. There's just the hearing. And when I say birds, again, that separates it. So there's just like a sound. I just heard a child crying, or not even crying, just singing out. And again, that's all labels, but it's all happening within me without any labels. There's sounds happening. There's seeing happening. Touching happening. Sensations happening. It's just happening. It's just seeing, not just a seer. There is no seer. The mind wants to say there's a seer, or I am seeing, or there's a seeing, or I am this, and I see this, and I'm here and they're there. But in reality, it's just this. It's all whole and complete. There's no commentary. There's no commentary wants to happen, but who cares? Who cares about the commentary? Who cares about the thoughts? They have nothing to do with what I truly am. And like I say I, like you want to think it's separate and it's a me, but what I am I talking about? I exist. Who? You, Rob, exist? Silly. No. Can you see that? Can you see what you're not? You take away what you're not, the me and the story and the words and the thoughts and the feelings. Can a thought feel? Thought's imaginary. How can it feel? Everything I'm saying is imaginary. All these words are imaginary. But what's behind the words? What's being pointed to? It's just this. It's just what's happening. Reality would disappear without the words and the thoughts. It's just this. Stillness. I don't know. Who's the eye that doesn't know? What's really wrong with right now unless I think about it? Thinking, causes separation. There's wholeness here, there's completeness here. And then when I reflect, if I take away everything, take away what you think about yourself, take away all your thoughts, everything, throw it all out and just be right here, right now. Look in your own experience. Don't take my word for it. Look in your own experience. It's direct seeing. It's your direct experience that you have. Take away everything, all the thoughts, all the words, all the ideas you have about yourself, what you're going to do tomorrow, all the past things that's happened to you, all of your story, and just let it evaporate. Poof. Well, what's right here? It's just this. And what is it that's just this? Can this aliveness, can it die? Can it get depressed? Can it get sick? Know in your direct experience the answer to that. The answer is no, it can't, because it's impersonal. It's just seeing, it's just hearing, it's just aliveness, it's just consciousness. It's all pointers, even the word's not what it is. Your direct experience is what it is. Can I even say that? I think I say is too much because everything's now. One long now. It's so simple. It's just this. The immediacy of this, without the labels, without the thoughts, without the minds. It's just this. Staying is just this. It's just this. It's beautiful. It's calm, quiet, expansive, neutral, spacious, effortless. Takes no effort just to be. Pointer, the simplicity of just this. Just this. The immediacy of just this. The emptiness. It's all one. It's oneness. What it is, everything's one. You take the mind out, the thoughts out. You just focus on the aliveness. Turn it around. What's this? The attention, turn it around, put it on this. Put it on the seeing, put it on the hearing. Tasting, touching. That's your true nature.